We are here at the Wise recording booth with Alexander,
What's up, beautiful people?
and we just recorded the latest episode that is coming out this Monday. But first, we wanted to do our reflection video on the previous episode that was released, and it was titled How Unprocessed Emotion Can Lead to Physical Discomfort. And we wanted to just reflect on that and offer our additional insight to that episode.
Yes, and I wanted to start off with I do have a correction from the podcast. When I was talking about the shoulders of the left and right and the messages that may be being sent through that, the left shoulder is typically weight that you're carrying of yourself, and the right shoulder is other people's weight. And I think I reversed that in the podcast, just a slip of the tongue. So I do want to clear that up. But this subject is a very big subject. It does affect more people than they realize because energetic and emotional pain feels very, very physical. But it is messages before it gets into the physical. And I went through my own healing crisis and I had my own experience with this with excruciating chest pain that wound up being connected to frustration. So I wanted to give that correction. Thank you guys so much. What else do you have to share?
Well, are you saying that my right shoulder stuff is me carrying everybody else's stress?
Might be carrying a little bit of that, or many times that can be how concerned about how other people are viewing us as well. That's still other people or the external.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to share an experience that I've had with lower back pain. Probably about 5 or 6 years ago, since I moved to Virginia, I started having lower back pain, and I thought it was my mattress. And this is probably very common with people. So I invested in getting a new mattress, and sure enough, that didn't help. And then I think I even got another mattress down the road a couple years later, and so that did not help all the way. Like, it hasn't gone away, but since meeting Alexander and learning about learning the philosophy and about how emotions can turn into physical pain and discomfort, I've kept being mindful about my thoughts around security with money, because I am a double diamonds in the destiny cards, and I do suffer from having an interesting relationship with things that I value, and money just happens to be one of those. And I think right around the time that I started going through this, I had just went out on my own, left a salary job where it was comfy, but I was being overworked, and I went out on my own to freelance, and there was a lot of uncertainty about, where the job's going to come from. Although I did have a network of a few companies that I had worked for in the past, there was nothing, there was no guarantee. So I think all that has happened. And from time to time, when the outlook of the future is questionable as far as how much work I'm going to be having, or maybe I'm a little anxious about my current financial situation as far as like money in the bank, or projects that are coming up that are going to need more money, I that stuff can continue to like creep in a little bit, and it's like a reminder for me to check it out and remember to just be grateful and
discomforts as well are cyclic. So pay attention to where you've gone through types of traumas in the past, and is it the same time frame? Because it takes the energy field a long time sometimes to release all of the built up emotions and resistance that we do. And as I was saying, my experience was in my chest after I lost my wife to cancer. And I went through 5 years of excruciating chest pain and heart palpitations that nobody seemed to have answers for. And like I said, it took me 5 years to see that it was connected to frustration, and then 2 years to learn how to not live in frustration for the first time in my whole life. So many of these areas of the body that are showing pain, you've been building these resistances your whole life. So that's why it can be very difficult to pinpoint what it is. But if you change your perception, it can shift a lot of this discomfort. And that's what the intention of the podcast was for. And so hopefully it's helped some of you people out there. And if we've just scratched the surface or you're interested in more, then please contact us so that we can arrange a private session of some type, or reach out on our Facebook page. We answer a lot of questions there as well.
Or our Facebook group, where people have been starting to get some questions in. So,
Yes.
so we love that. It feeds Alexander and it feeds me. I love reading about it, and just reading other people's situations and taking it in for myself and my own mental thinking and perspectives. But Alexander is here as a generator to respond, and your questions help with that.
Yes, and we enjoy, like he was saying, interacting and answering those questions. So keep spreading the seeds out there. Anyone that you feel like will resonate with it, please send them our way, and let's journey.
All right, until next time.